And welcome back to Hannity. So earlier this week, Joy Behar sparked outrage after she made this comment on The View about Bill Clinton's accusers. Listen to this.
I wonder if she missed the opportunity to address it in a way that the public would understand that that's just not how you behave.
The big issue? I would like to apologize to those tramps that have slept with my husband. Maybe she could have said that.
Now, the next day, Joy Behar backed off and apologized for her crude joke. Take a look.
During a political conversation yesterday, I made a joke, and I want to apologize. I never, ever intend to belittle sexual assault or the women who were victims of it, ever. But I made a joke. I'm sorry. Apologize.
Here now, former Miss California USA 2009, Carrie Prejean, as well as Fox News contributor Taya Kyle is with us. Good to see you both. You know, I listened to this and I'm like, seriously? Really? These are women, one that was exposed by Bill Clinton, another groped and grabbed and fondled, and another accusing rape, and you're going to call him a tramp? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I think what's most concerning about that is that there's a knee-jerk reaction, and the knee-jerk reaction is protect your candidate. Instead of just being honest with yourself and honest about the candidate, we're all flawed people, and saying, you know what, I mean, she could have easily just said, you know, he was kind of a scoundrel that way, but I don't care, I still like his politics. You know what I mean? That would be an honest answer. Yeah. But to act like it doesn't matter and make a joke and then try to crucify somebody else for the same thing, that's where it gets tough. I just wish people would be honest about how they feel.
You know, Carrie, one of the things, look, nobody defended Donald Trump's comments on Access Hollywood. He apologized, said, I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed. He did it the right way, fine. We all, as Taya points out, nobody's perfect. But there's a big difference between saying something, locker room talk, and dropping your pants in front of a woman if you're the attorney general of a state, or having sex in the Oval Office and lying about it, or assaulting women. Those are actions the media, as we now know in the back pocket of the Clintons, they never wanted to talk about that. Donald Trump had to do the vetting himself.
Right, Sean, and you know, it's good to be with you tonight. And like Donald Trump said today, the media, the mainstream media is just an extension of Hillary Clinton. And people are waking up, Sean. I mean, I'm a young mom of 2 little kids. I'm a Christian woman. And you want to know what we care about that the left doesn't want to talk about? We care about jobs. We care about a president that is going to put the American people first. We care about securing our border. We care about our education for our children. We care about the Supreme Court justices. I mean, our founding fathers in 1776, Donald Trump is right. They would be rolling over in their graves, Sean, if they knew what was happening right now. And you know what? The most important thing is the Supreme Court justices. As me, as a young mother, that is the most important thing. And everyone needs to wake up and realize that the American dream is over, if that's the case.
I think that's true. And you were a victim, by the way, of this collusion with the media and Hillary. You were a victim of it.
Right, and it's just interesting to see. I knew about this a long time ago, Sean, almost 10 years ago. I knew about the biased media on the left. And you know what? It's a shame that it's happening to Donald Trump, but I am so proud of him. He is stronger and standing taller than ever, and he is not backing down. And I think that the American people, the people who are voting, are going to realize that this is the only person, Donald Trump is the only one that is going to expose the corruption of the left and the media, and the only one that is going to turn this country around.
Taya, do you think most people see the double standard and the difference between words and actions?
No, I don't. In fact, I was talking to some people who are very left-leaning and Hillary supporters last night, and I wanted to just have that kind of brave dialogue with them, and I wanted to understand a little bit more. And they were adamant that, you know, that Trump was groping people, that he was, you know, doing actions, and that Bill Clinton's, it was all consensual, and they were adamant about that. Wow. And all I really wanted to do was just talk about, like, are the problems with Hillary, do they concern you? Her ethical stance on things, you know, her ability to be above the law, does that concern you? Leave Trump out of the conversation and just explain to me about that. But it always came back to defending the candidate and attacking another candidate. And I feel like that's going to be a major problem for us. At the same time, character-wise, we're in a place. We almost have to say, forget character, because nobody's got a perfect character. Just go on the policy
you have flawed candidates, but words and actions are really different.
Right.
They're completely different.
But Hillary
you can't even compare the two.
Well, she was part of the slander and the smears and the besmirching and the cover-up.
Yeah, what about that innocent 12-year-old little girl?
I'm going to have them on the program tomorrow night. She will be here, Kathy Shelton. All right, guys, I got to roll. Thank you. And when we come back, very important